Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for October 15th. We're looking at the US Japanese yen pair. This pair moved down today and closed down for the session. It's currently moving, the bias I would say is sideways at this point. I am expecting it to move between 102.57 on the high side, and of course it's already pegged our low point and pulled back some, and that is at 99.49. Now look for some resistance if it moves higher at 100.75 and some support a little bit lower than our target for the range at 99.10. Let's take a look at the Euro USD pair. This particular pair is moving sideways in a pretty tight range. It did move down today. I do expect it to break out to the downside at some point. The bias is to the downside. Looking for a range of 137.26, and as you can see, it's pegged our lower point at 134.35. Hit a little bit of support at that point already. Look for further support at 1.3400, and as far as resistance goes, look for 135.75 for that to kick in. Now switching over to the well, first real quick, we have a if we get a break below this close here, we could definitely see it going down to this point pretty quick. If we get a breakout, definitely, you know, if it breaks out below this point, and that is at the 1.3413 level, look for it to go on down to this point. If we get a break below that, it could just continue on lower. So make sure to keep an eye on that. I'd probably look for it to break the 133, probably 97 mark is what I'd look for to go short on that, and then just watch it as it continues down. This would be a good area of support turns into previous support would turn into to future resistance. So if you're looking for a stop loss on that, you know the 134.40 area would probably be a good place to put it. Let's switch over to the pound. This particular pair closed down today. I am expecting it to move a little bit lower. Overall, it is moving sideways though. The bias is to the downside. Look for 176.45 on the high side of the range. On the low side, 169.71. We could probably see some resistance around 173.90 for this particular pair, and support around the 1.7100 level, which we're getting closer to. Don't think it pegged it quite yet, but it got close. Let's take a look at the US Swiss pair. This pair is definitely moving sideways and consolidating. Yesterday we talked about a particular trade. We had an inside bar that we were looking at here, and I was saying that I'm looking for a break above that high, the previous bar's high or low. We still do not have that. This session closed within that, and with the consolidation that's occurring, I do anticipate a breakout, most likely to the upside at some point. When that does occur, we should get a nice little pop out of it. So definitely keep your eye on that trade as well. Looking for the range to be between 114.44 and on the low side 112.62. And I'm pretty much looking for support and resistance at those same levels. Now the US had their advanced retail sales for September released today. It was worse than expected at negative 1.2%, and that's down from negative 0.4%. The Eurozone had their CPI report for September. It came out pretty much as expected, a little bit higher at 0.2% from negative 0.1%. Now looking ahead for tomorrow, we have the USD has their CPI report being released for September. The consensus is that it has increased from negative 0.1% to a positive 0.1%. Year to date, though, it's estimated it's gone down from 5.4% to 5.1%. That's being released at 8:30 a.m. for those of you that want to track that. That's Eastern time. Definitely suggest if you trade the news, this is one that can move the market and move it pretty quick. So make sure and catch that one tomorrow morning. Well, until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.